Hey, thanks for joining me today. You're listening to the Sit Down with Roman Gray. What does it mean to live a good life? We all have our own ideas of what it means to live a good life. You can go ask that question on the street and get 1,000,001 different answers. But I think there's one big statement that underlies the title of this episode. And that statement is creating the life you want. The huge commonality amongst any person that answers that question of what it means to live a good life always goes back to creating the life they want, or some variation of that statement. None of us want to have our whole life be dedicated to fulfilling someone else's ideas or dreams. I've noticed that not enough people give their time to this big question. Such a seemingly simple question to answer is, all in all, not so easy to answer. But it's worth exploring because if we don't know what we want out of our own lives, then someone else is going to decide that for us. And that's just a road I don't think any of us want to go down. There's never been an era such as right now where we can be so easily distracted and find ourselves wasting our days with things that don't matter and bring no value. And I know for me, this is not a recipe that is going to allow me to create the life I want. So I believe it's important to outline what it is you want from your life. It's not something that has to be figured out today or in the next 6 months. But it is extremely important if you're trying to discover what it is that's going to let you live your good life. The goal should not be trying to have it all because, newsflash, you can't have it all, and nor should you try. It's about designing a life that is unique to you. It's about creating a life filled with things that matter and what makes you feel most fulfilled. This is not a one-time deal, right? This is not I'm going to figure all this out right now and that's it for the rest of my life. It just does not work that way. Who you are and what you want will always change. What you want today and work towards probably won't be the case 3 years from today. And that's fine. That's 100% healthy. You are not obligated to stick to what you decide to do right now. And it will not always be crystal clear. It may get messy because you are trying to answer these big questions of what life you want to create. And that is part of the process. The answers you find are going to vary depending on where you're at in life, right? These changes are going to happen 10 times over and then some. So don't worry if you change your mind 1,000,000 times. I've changed my mind at least 50 million times. This isn't about rushing the process. This is a journey, not a race. So make sure to take your time. So many of us are accustomed to this immediate feedback lifestyle. But when it comes to something like this, time is imperative. So many things we want may not feel possible, so we don't even bother trying to understand what it is we want. It took me a while to discover this, but the things I want to accomplish today may not be possible. But if I plant the seeds today, then the things I want might be possible tomorrow. For me, it means building something for myself where I'm not reliant on anyone. And that means putting in a lot of work in the beginning. A lot of doubt and confusion and fear, all things I experience. It's easy for us to get so unmotivated when we're not getting any applause or comments on what we're doing. But that's not why you're doing it. You're not doing it for the likes and the attention. In my case, it's because I know what I'm doing right now isn't even the end goal, right? These are just the first steps on a very long journey for me. And so what I'm doing now is planting seeds, that will one day in the near future allow me to really do the things I want for myself and the things that I see for myself. And in this whole process, we need to get out of our own way. This is about getting to know yourself. You have to really know yourself before you're able to decide on what it is you want to create for your life. There are a billion different ways to do that, so I can't give you just one decisive answer. However, I will tell you what worked for me, and that was solitude. Like I said earlier, we've never been more distracted than right now. And if you have all this noise going on around you, then you can't hear what is it that's going on inside. With solitude comes time to reflect. And just as important, time to do new things that will help you broaden your view. You cannot expect to be narrow-minded when trying to achieve a worthwhile life. Expand your knowledge, experiences, and views in order to better understand yourself and the world at large. Take extended periods of time to just be with yourself. Reflect on what you used to love as a kid. What is it that sparks that flame in your eyes and makes your heart beat a little stronger? This is something for me that I'm continually learning how to do with answers that constantly evolve. So honor the kid in you and the honesty that comes with channeling this true version of yourself. In the end, this is about being truthful. You can have thought everything out and yet still feel so unsure. You could think you know it all and still fall and stumble. Why? Because at best, we all only have a vague idea of what it is we want or are going after. So you will fall, stumble, get a few bruises, double back, and do it all over again. It's all about working towards something because you believe in it, even though it may not seem like it's working. So it's important to decide what it is that you really, really love. What is it that you really want? Take the time to record a conversation with yourself or write some things down so the next time you feel lost again or unsure, you now have this thing that is your compass. Let it guide you. So my last words to you are, what do you want out of life? What life are you trying to create? Hey guys, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it so much. Please don't forget to support me by visiting my website, itsromangray.com, as well as follow me on Twitter and Instagram at itsromangray. I love all of you so much just for being here and supporting me. It means everything. Thank you so much. And until next time.